Okay, and the recording has started. Um, Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. So we are in a group 5 team project first presentation of business economics. Um, Talking about impact of Tesla. Tesla, a game changer in microeconomics. Um, we are 4 members in our group, and our professor is Islam Farhan. First of all, talking about general facts of Tesla. Tesla Motors is an American electric vehicles and clean energy company that designs and manufactures electric cars. Okay, the main goal is to introduce electric cars into mainstream market. And talking about the project on the impact of Tesla, uh, it explores various economic factors, right, related to companies' operationals and its influence on the microeconomic environments. And talking about my part in the project is price elasticity. Determinants of price elasticity of demand. You may want a Tesla, but you probably don't need one. So your price elasticity of demand for a Tesla is probably high. Also, talking about an example, for instance, interpreting price elasticity of demand. By looking at the elasticity of goods, we can have a deeper understanding of why people make the choices they do. It also lets us take a deep look at supply and demand. Let's take an example of pharmacist. If pharmacist said it's an experimental drug, the drug company is testing it to see how much they can sell it for. What will be the impact on that patient? And talking about Tesla are elastic goods, meaning price changes significantly affect demand. For example, $100 reduction in incentives could influence the annual rate of Tesla cars sales in the US by 1 lakh vehicles. Also, the impact of Tesla price reduction on the auto market. Tesla's price cut made used Tesla cheaper, but new one cost even less. So people prefer buying new Teslas, making used ones less popular, and their prices drop. This affects Tesla's used car sales and lower the value of all cars, possibly leading to fewer new car sales and more used car waiting at dealership. The Tesla's move is a big deal, slapping the car market towards more affordable electric rides and catching the eye of budget-conscious buyers. Also, talking about carbon emission, you know, people will think less gasoline use means fewer carbon emission. But there is a debate about overall ecological factors like production and materials. If we see most of Tesla's emission comes from carbon emission comes from its supply chain. Tesla is the largest sources of um, the carbon emission is mining of metals and the manufacturer of batteries, which is around 27% of total in the according to last year's data. Thank you. This is my part, guys. I will handing over Yogesh.
So, hi everyone. So, the topics that I have covered for this particular part of our group project are consumer preferences, market competition, and market demand. So, I'll be talking about these three topics, mainly these three topics in my presentation. So as we all know, sales of Tesla electric vehicles, the sales of electric vehicles as a whole increased drastically in the United States during the third quarter of 2023, and the total number of units sold exceeded 300,000 units. Although the sale of EVs increased overall, the market leader Tesla experienced a drop in its share of the market, falling from a peak of 62% to little bit lower than that of 50%. So, as per a report by Cox Automotive, the scheduled delivery for the Cybertruck, which is scheduled for this particular quarter, could help regain Tesla its market share that it has recently lost. So, talking about the elasticity of demand for Tesla vehicles, the EV market perfectly demonstrates how responsive consumers are to the price of conventional fossil fuels. The rise of gasoline prices has fueled the inclination of consumers towards more fuel efficient, or rather, I would say, a more futuristic based power based vehicles. With an average cost of like 5,600 and something for an EV, to boost the price competitiveness and market penetration. This really is a good tactical move by Tesla. Just placing its lowest model for like 5,000, 50,600 and something. There's an evident percentage of the market that undoubtedly favors the electric vehicles due to the environmental concerns. So Tesla takes advantage of this demand, which is characterized by benefits related to lower carbon emissions, by placing itself as an environmentally aware alternative to other conventional vehicles. The way Tesla has laid strategic emphasis on luxury branding, established a distinctive market position, catering mainly to business executives, entrepreneurs, and affluent tech-savvy demographics. The luxury premium embedded in Tesla's offering is evident in demographics of Tesla S model. Now talking about market dynamics and competition, Tesla, in response to evolving market dynamics, is recalibrating its demographics targeting strategy. So with this new strategy, what Tesla is actually trying to do is they are more focusing more and more on people, or the younger generation. We would say they are more concentrating more on that age group of between 20 to somewhere around 40 to 45. So with this, what they are trying to do is they are trying to lure in those eco-conscious, technologically acumen and penchant guys who are buying their first vehicles, and they are literally trying to give up their part for this environment and all. So as consumers start to substitute conventional vehicles and hybrid for Tesla, models show that there is a paradigm shift in the consumer preferences. Despite Tesla's impressive stock valuation, a clear equilibrium is noted in the supply-demand equilibrium, which is causing uneasiness within financial crisis. Contributing factors include increased interest rates, post-COVID alterations in consumer behavior, and escalating competitive pressures. Quality-driven market shares that would be like Tesla confronted a portion of its dissatisfied consumers defecting to alternative EV brands, underscores the importance of maintaining high product quality standards. This quality-driven market share erosion underscores the importance of competitive positioning in the rapidly growing EV market. To summarize my part of this presentation, I would say while Tesla has undisputedly been a pioneering force in the EV sector, its market dynamics are undergoing transformation amidst changing consumer productivities and escalating competitive forces. The forthcoming Cybertruck launch and Tesla's adeptness in recalibrating strategies in response to evolving market imperatives will undeniably play a vital role in shaping its trajectory within the dynamic electric vehicle landscape. So with that, I would like to, be done with my part. So I would now call Yashika to, start up with his part.
Hello everyone. For today's presentation, my topic is consumer surplus, deadweight loss, and how government regulations impacted Tesla. Let me start with consumer surplus. Let's start with the definition of consumer surplus. When customers obtain a good or service for less than they would have been willing to pay, they experience consumer surplus and feel as though they have gained something. In much simpler words, what consumers are willing to pay and what they actually pay, the difference between that is consumer surplus. Example of price reduction for electric vehicles. Recently, Tesla has dropped their prices from $66,290 to $53,438 to illustrate consumer surplus. People who have a budget between $40,000 to $50,000 have a positive consumer surplus since they pay less for their car, much less for their car. Possibility for consumers on tight budget. Highlights the opportunity for consumers with a budget of $40,000 to $50,000 who can afford the electric car, create a favorable situation for them. Deadweight loss. Deadweight loss in financial terms. It symbolizes the inefficiency that occurs in a market when the volume of products and services exchanged fall short of the level at which supply and demand have reached equilibrium. It occurs when variables such as government taxes or subsidies or price controls upset the equilibrium between supply and demand, missing chances to allocate resources more profitably. Sorry. Elon Musk's priority of cutting cost. Elon Musk wants to lower costs so that the people can afford electric vehicles. Conforms to economic theory since reducing expenses can enhance the supply and demand balance. Stresses prudence in a cost reduction plan. It stresses that in order to avoid any trade off, extreme caution must be used when cutting cost. Merely cutting expenses without emphasizing the special qualities of Tesla automobiles could lead to a discrepancy between perceived and real value. Surya, can you please scroll down? Thank you. Government regulations impacted Tesla. Modern power grid and eco-friendly objectives. The decision made by Canadian government to spend more than $400 billion modernizing the electric grid and encouraging environmentally friendly projects is in line with international efforts to tackle climate change. This might result in a rise in the demand for electric cars, EVs, specifically as the nation works to become more environmentally friendly. There is a disadvantage of expanding the power grid. First, the difficulties in making the shift to a more electrified and sustainable infrastructure are reflected in the necessity for a quick extension of the power grid to handle the increasing number of electric vehicles, heating demands, and most importantly, population growth. There is second point, the Atlantic Loop loan proposal, which would link power grids in various regions, is valued at $4.5 billion and demonstrates a commitment to improving the power's network's overall resilience and efficiency. Last but not the least, challenges of provincial agreements. The necessity for provinces to reach a consensus on the Atlantic Loop project may cause a delay, indicate that bureaucratic and political procedures may impede the timely completion of vital infrastructure projects. Green, uh, I handle next to you.
Okay, thank you, Yoshika. So, as my fellow said that Tesla is a leading electrical vehicle manufacturer. So, my part to this is the impact on the environment of environment externalities and labor market dynamics of Tesla. Starting with environmental externalities, Tesla's influence on environmental externalities includes air pollution reduction, carbon emission reduction, and resource conservation. Firstly, air pollution reduction. Tesla's EVs emit zero tailpipe emissions, leading to a decrease in air pollution and improved air quality. Secondly, carbon emission reduction. Tesla's promotion of electric vehicles plays a crucial role in reducing greenhouse gas emissions, especially when charged with renewable energy sources. Now, the resource conservation. Tesla's commitment to sustainable manufacturing practices and the use of recyclable materials help conserve natural resources and minimize waste generations. Now, I'm going to tell you about the labor market effects. Tesla's impact on the labor market includes job creation, technological advancement, and supply chain effects. Secondly, talking about the job creation, Tesla's expansion in the EV market has resulted in the creation of numerous job opportunities across various departments. Technological advancement, Tesla's innovative approach to EV technology has spurred advancements in the automotive industry as well as creating a demand for skilled workers in electric vehicle engineering. Battery technology and autonomous driving systems have also impacted in the technological advancements. The supply chain effects. Tesla's presence in the market has stimulated the growth of EV supply chain, leading to job creation in related industries. So, overall, we can conclude that Tesla's commitment to sustainable transportation and clean energy solutions has positive environmental impact and significant influence on the labor market, generating employment opportunities and driving technological progress in the EV industry. Thank you all. So here we end with our presentation.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your part. Thank you so much. Yes.